Hello guys, welcome back to Boy Watch channel. And today guys, I just want to have a little bit of a chit chat here. Just want to share with you my opinion on what I think. This is recorded as of October 3rd 2021. So all the content, my opinion is relevant as of today. Okay, so I don't know what's gonna happen in the next 3 years, 4 years. Okay, but as of today, I just want to tell you what I think. I want to share with you this video. So today the topic is if you just want to have one watch. So one thing that I want to share with you, I personally feel that the horology hobby is actually very expensive, especially after you get into family, after you have family, you have big expenses in your life. To spend a lot of money, to set aside money on watches, it's really not an easy thing, for most people. If you're lucky, you can have like 3 to 4 luxury watches, but not a lot of people have that kind of luxury. A lot of people struggle. I've been there. So when I started with this hobby, I always wrestle with this idea that I just want to have like one watch in the collection. A watch that I can really wear anywhere, that I can take it with me, no matter what the occasion is, and then just want to basically kick it with the watch. And I'm sure this kind of thought, run through your mind as well. I mean, at some point, right? If you want to be honest, at least to me, it has occurred to me like many times. I just want to have one watch. I don't want to spend a lot of money on watches, even though it's really nice to have so many watches because I'm a watch enthusiast myself. At the end of the day, it will be very nice if I can try on like many different watches. But unfortunately, we have to be realistic. Watches are expensive, and a lot of us, are not so lucky that we can afford like as many as we want. So for those of you right now who are thinking, oh, okay, you just want to have one watch, I want to present to you this watch in front of me. This is the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra 38.5 millimeter. Seamaster from Aqua Terra Master Coaxial. This watch was released back in 2013, and I want to tell you this: if you just want to have one watch, I think this watch you can consider it. I think this is a very strong contender, and let me explain to you why in this video, right? Why I think it is to be the case. So first guys, if you look at this Aqua Terra, right, the diameter is 38.5 millimeters. So again, it's classic. It's a classic size. You want to have one watch, you want to have a watch that is classic. Okay, the 38.5 millimeter case size is classic in my opinion. Okay, you don't see a lot of watches out there with 38.5 millimeter. 38.5, 39 millimeter is definitely a very nice, sweet, classic size. The diameter is nice, and the thickness is 13 millimeters. So this watch, 38.5 millimeter, the diameter is sort of like a dressy timepiece. But with the thickness of 13 millimeter, makes this watch a little bit, feels sporty, okay, because it's not thin. You have 38.5 millimeter. Normally, you go into a very high-end timepiece like Alanga and Zuna. You spend top dollars, 38.5 millimeter, but the thickness is probably like 10 millimeter or below. It's gonna feel like a dress watch, but this watch with 13 millimeter thickness, you gotta feel, it's hefty, so it feels like a sports watch, but with a dial of dressy piece. So this watch is very versatile. You can wear it, you can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can wear it to a formal occasion like wedding. You can go to a meeting room, go to the office. I think you will look good, okay, because the dial you can see is quite dressy, and with a very beautiful vertical teak pattern there. Looks very sophisticated, very beautiful blue color, blue dial, and and it's just and all the hour marker is all applied. So it's very nice. Basically all I can say is it's a very nice dial, very dressy dial, but it feels sporty. Okay, so this is definitely, if you just want to have one watch, this can be it. I mean, because you can technically dress it up or down, very flexible. You can basically wear it anywhere, anytime, any occasion. I think this watch will fill the bill. And then it comes with a water resistance of 150 meters. So again, you know, you want to have one watch. This watch is very good because you can swim with it. 150 meters doesn't matter. You don't want to have like a dressy timepiece that can only have that only has like 30 meters water resistance. You cannot have only one single piece with 30 meters water resistance because you know, once you get water inside the case, then your watch is basically finished, damage. But this watch, 150 meters, you can take it anywhere with you. You can do rugged sport with it, water sport, doesn't matter. Okay, so very flexible. Okay, so very high, very nice water resistance. Beautiful dial. They can be dressy, but it feels sporty. So again, versatile because you just want to have one watch, right? And then also, let's talk a little bit about the movement. The movement is decorated with a caliber 8500. This watch, very amazing. So very resistant to anti-magnetic force. So with a magnetic force around us, you know, this watch can withstand up to 15,000 gauss of magnetic force. So very resistant to magnetism. So this watch, again, you can put it anywhere and it will not catch magnet, so it will not impact the accuracy of the watch. And then you can travel with it. If you go through the metal detector, not gonna have any problem because again, you know, this is it comes with a silicone hairspring. The master coaxial movement from Omega is very resistant to magnetic force, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so it's very flexible, you know, beautiful dial, very resistant to magnetic force. And then what else? It comes with a date complication. So you want to have one watch, you want to have a date complication because you don't want to pull up your cell phone, just to look at the date, you know. So it has to come with a date. I think the date complication is the most useful complication in the horology world. And then it comes with a blue dial. So again, you know, very nice blue dial here. You know, blue dial, I think is a very nice color. So you can see like when this watch catches the light, the blue just shines, you know, and I think it's very beautiful. It's a beautiful dial that you can, again, it can, you know, blue dial, I think, is very flexible. You know, you can match it easily with your attire. This is a dark navy blue, so you can have dark attire. I think it will look well with this watch. You can have a bright attire, bright color attire. I think it will also look well with this with the dark blue dial of this watch. Okay, and this watch, talking about value, right? I mean, if you just want to have one watch, you want to have a watch that, you know, you can hopefully maybe pass it down to your next generation or something. This watch is from Omega. So Omega is, in my opinion, Omega is second most popular brand after Rolex. So yeah, and they're under Swatch Group. So in terms of serviceability, I think you will not have any problem. And this is definitely a timepiece that you can pass it down to your next generation if you want to. And the and being Omega under Swatch brand, I think they will always be around to service the movement, you know, should you have any problems. So basically, it's a very popular brand, Omega, you know. And talking about value, right? You know, a lot of people, and this is something that I think, my final note, okay, and something that I want to highlight. A lot of people, if you just want to have one watch, a lot of people consider Rolex, and I understand that Rolex is a robust movement, you know. But by the way, but anyway, they always recommend Rolex. But the thing is, as of today, October 3rd, 2021, right? Rolex prices has gone insane, going up off the roof, and they are hard to obtain. Okay, but why not settle for the second most popular brand in the horology world, Omega, which is also classic, which is also nice, which is also famous. You know, the movement is basically better finish, you know, better. This watch is basically as good as a Rolex timepiece out there, you know, in my opinion, right? But then in terms of price, the price is gonna be a lot cheaper compared to Rolex timepiece. This watch, just to give you a comparison, this watch, the main competitor, okay, from Rolex lineup is Rolex Explorer 1. I want to tell you this. I'm not going to tell you like how much, well, maybe I can tell you. I picked this one up for about 2,500 bucks. About 2,500 bucks, 2,500 US dollars. Okay, for the, well, maybe no, yeah, a little bit more, 20, you know, with the foreign exchange gain loss, yeah, about 2,700, yeah, about 2,700 US dollars. I picked this one up. So with the current price of Rolex Explorer 1, right, it's basically like all, I can say like 1/4 of Rolex Explorer 1. Is Rolex Explorer 1 from Rolex is 4 times more than this, 4 times better than this Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra? I doubt it, guys. I doubt it. Back in 2017 when I started this hobby, Rolex Explorer 1 was like 30, I think this watch was still the same, about the same price, about $2,700 to $33,000 US dollars. And Rolex Explorer 1 was like, I think 30%, 30 to 40% more expensive, or 50%, I don't remember exactly, but it was like the maximum was like twice more expensive. But now, because the price has gone up a lot, you know, for Rolex, I mean, now Rolex Explorer 1 is like 4 times more than what I pay for this watch. Just insane, you know. So if you just want to have one watch, right, you want to watch as, you know, if you again, I mean, if you have set your heart to onto Rolex, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. But this is for someone who is you know, budget oriented, and you're after value. I mean, why not consider this one, you know? And again, today it's not about, it's informal chit chat, just me sharing my opinion. Okay, I think you should go to where the value is at, and I think Omega is where the value is at. I don't see a lot of value in Rolex these days, and again, I'm not bashing Rolex or anything. I love Rolex timepieces, but the thing is, I don't really like what's happening right now with Rolex. I think they are really overpriced, and I don't really like a lot of people, a lot of those guys that flip in watches and make a business out of Rolex market. I don't really like it. I think it ruined the fun of this hobby. Okay, so if you are watch enthusiast like me and you are after value, I consider look around and go for Omega. I think Omega offers a lot of value, a lot of bang for your buck. Okay, and this timepiece is just an example. Okay, this timepiece, this one is to me is quite special because this Seamaster Aqua Terra right now in front of you here that I'm talking about, that I'm discussing with you, has been discontinued, guys. So the newest generation, the one that you can see in the store, it's not gonna be like this one. This one is one generation before, and you can see the design has changed. Okay, the new one has a horizontal tick pattern, but this one has a vertical tick pattern. And then the new one has the date at 6 o'clock, but this one at 3 o'clock. But a lot of people still like this Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra because they don't like the date to be at 6 o'clock instead of 3. And also in terms of price, this one can be had cheaper. So why not settle for Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra, the previous generation? I think you can have this Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra for a very, very good price. Okay, I don't know how much is it right now. I think I have I got a pretty good deal at about 2,700 US dollars. But yeah, but you know, at that kind of price, or even if you pay like 3,000 US dollars, I think you you hit a, you know, I think you score a very high value. You know, again, the movement is fantastic, guys. Highly resistant to magnetic force, insanely accurate. This is as accurate as any Rolex watches that I've won in the past. Okay, it gains about 1 second in a day. So you want to, if you just want to have one watch, you can you want to have a watch that's accurate. Okay, a watch that can be your companion, a watch that can measure the time. Okay, so yeah, I mean, again, what more can you want? You know, the dial is very beautiful, dressy, but it's a sports watch. Water resistance of 150 meters, so it's a rugged sports watch. And then the beautiful blue dial. If you like blue dial, you'll be happy. This is the best blue dial I've ever seen in the watch at this price range. Okay, highly resistant to magnetic force, so you can travel with this watch, not gonna have a problem with any metal detector or whatsoever. You can put it anywhere in your house. It will not catch a magnet. Okay, that will impact its accuracy, and it's insanely accurate as well. The movement has 60 hours of power reserve, so it's quite long. It's more than the standard 48 hours in the market. And again, the value, we talk about the price. You can have this. I don't know how much is it because I'm not a trader, but I believe you're not gonna pay like insane amount of money like what you will pay if you go for Rolex timepieces at this point of time as of today, October 3rd 2021. So yeah guys, that's just me basically throwing out a lot of ideas in my head. If you just want to have one watch in your collection, I suggest go hunt for this timepiece, the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra from Omega. If you don't like the design, you like the current generation better, you can also go for that one. I think that one is also nice. And again, at the end of the day, in my opinion, Omega, no matter what timepieces you get from Omega, right? I think Omega offer exceptional value for your money, okay, compared to Rolex these days. And again, I'm not saying this because I hate Rolex timepieces. Matter of fact, I like them, and I really hope that the price will go back to normal. And so, people like me who is very enthusiastic about horology and watches pick them up at a more reasonable price. But for now, with the current market situation, I think you should go just hunt for Omega timepieces. I think they are exceptional value for your money, and this model is just one of them. If you like the current generation better, yeah, by all means, just go for that one. All right, guys. That will be it. I don't want to make it long. I think this has been too long already. Just me throwing out the ideas, guys. I hope you like it. I hope you appreciate my idea. I'm sorry for quite a long rambling. Stay safe, guys. Thank you for watching and listening. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye bye.